Do you know what the trick is to become a multi-millionaire or a multi-billionaire? Well, stay tuned and you'll find out. So the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "O Allah, bless my nations in the early mornings." The Prophet is talking about what they do in the early mornings, such as work, praying, etc. So also the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he would send out his armies in the morning, or should I say specifically the early days, the early times of the morning, dawn. It's also said that Sakhr was a man which was engaged in trade, and he used to send his goods out in the beginning of the day as well, and his wealth increased and grew exponentially, and that is Hassan as well, so that's fair. So as you know, I have talked about the tahajjud videos as well, so check out my YouTube channel, my Instagram channel, my TikTok channel, it's all on there. Hashtag plugin. But Allah Azza wa Jal, He is in the final heaven, so He's pretty much at His closest to us at that time of the morning, or should I say the final third of the night. And Allah Azza wa Jal as well says basically says who's going to wake up, so that I may forgive them, I may give them what they want, etc. Again, check out my video of Tahajjud. But the actual khushu, the actual peace, the serenity, the tranquility you get at that time it's undescribable until you actually experience it yourself. But also how your mind opens up at that time as well. Like for example, the people who pray Tahajjud regularly, they know themselves so well inside and out. For example, if they know that they've sinned, they're going to seek forgiveness. Or they know that they're on the verge of sinning, they will stop themselves regardless. And also you have famous scholars like Imam Nawawi, rahimahullah, for example. So for 2 years he said, I did not sleep. So whenever he would feel tired, he rested his shoulder or his arms or his hand, I forgot. But he rested it on books, and he nodded off for about 20 minutes. So he said that he had about 8 roughly 20-minute naps for 2 whole years. And there's other scholars as well which slept polyphasic. Again, I will make a video dwelling deeper into that. But they knew that this was a time you should take advantage of. And they feared sleeping too much as well. As you know, nowadays, the modern world says, oh, we need 8 hours of sleep. You should get between 6 to 8, 9 hours, but it should not be in one go. The polyphasic or the biphasic way of sleeping is 100% better. And trust me, you feel more energetic, your mind is just more alert. You pick up and you retain information so much more better. And these scholars knew it. And that's why they were probably the best scholars of all time. You also know as well that the millionaires and billionaires, what do they say? We wake up at 4 a.m, 5 a.m, 3 a.m. Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, some boxers as well, they'll wake up really, really early and start training. So you say, what's the point of doing that? Again, it goes back to the dua of the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There is Baraqah, and there is so much Baraqah. Stats also show as well that if you wake up after sunrise, the risk of stroke and heart attacks increases exponentially as well. Now, most strokes happen around about that 8 a.m. time. So the actual regulation of, when you expose yourself to the red sun, your body regulates better, and again, it's a form of protection as well. And I know, for example, in the Western countries like in Europe, UK, America, some parts of America, that it's very hard to wake up in the final third of the night, because the Isha might be at 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then you'll have to wake up maybe 2-3 hours later for the Tahajjud prayer, for example. And then it's very hard to stay up awake until Dhuhr time, and then you take the sunnah nap. So what I will say is, if you are struggling, it's fine. Wait till after sunrise. So once you've done your adhkar and everything, if you're not working, or if you've got work a few hours later, just wait until sunrise, take the nap, and then wake up for work or whatever you do. And trust me when I say this, you will feel so much more energized, you'll be so much more alert, you'll just feel a lot better. And also these very smart people, they achieve so much more in them few hours than we do in the whole day. Why is that again? Because there's so much barakah in that time. So whether you are a business person, you've got your own businesses, if you've got stuff like paperwork, accounting to do, any administrative work, anything light, which, if you are feeling tired, you want to do light stuff, which is fine, do it at that time. Or if you're like me, you prefer going gym really early in the morning, that's the best time as well. You'll get the best out of your workout. You'll get the biggest pump of your life. And then when you come home exhausted, go to sleep for a little bit, and when you wake up, watch how refreshed you'll feel. Anyways, on that note, thank you for listening and watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.